Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there. Welcome back to another episode of Sneaker Talk, where we talk about the latest sneaker releases, sneaker news, and just sneakers in general. In today's episode, we have to talk about a three-way collaboration. One that has released in the past, but it released in the past in small quantities, and now finally, towards the end of the year, we are now getting a more general release of this release. What release do we have to cover today? Well, we have to cover the Moncler Fragment Design Converse Chuck 70s that are releasing very, very soon. Guys, I'm in a little bit of a dilemma. So it's Wednesday, and normally on Wednesday I cover the Supreme drop list. Now there's some speculation that the Supreme's week 2 is going to be delayed until next week, or the drop list hasn't come out yet. Now because I work 8 hours from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. most days, actually every day, now that I think about it, every day, I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover the Supreme drop list in time if it does release while I'm working, or if the drop list happens in the morning while I'm asleep on Thursday. If I record the video in the morning on the Thursday and then go to work to 1 till 9 p.m. on the Thursday, I won't be able to edit and upload the video before the drop list actually happens. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for the drop list to release for Supreme, we're doing all these Sneaker Talk videos. And that's why now I'm doing this second Sneaker Talk video on these Moncler Fragment Design Converse Chuck 70s. Yeah, now you guys might be a little bit confused on why Moncler, Hiroshi Fujiwara's Fragment Designs, and Converse are collaborating. Well, from what I know, take this with a grain of salt, by the way. It may not be 100% true, but this is from what I know. Moncler does a little program, I think it's every year, called the Moncler Genius Program. Now, what this program entails is it entails around, I think, 6 to 8 contemporary collaborators, contemporary artists, collaborating with Moncler and doing small collections for Moncler. So in 2020, we got collaborations from Mr. Alix Studios, Matthew M. Williams. We got collaborations from various other brands. And as well, we got one from Hiroshi Fujiwara's design collective, Fragment Design. And in that little genius, Moncler Genius collection, Fragment Designs, or Hiroshi Fujiwara, decided to do some Converse for that little collection there. Now, as I mentioned, we covered the initial release at the Moncler Genius, I would say, show where they released these Converse. Eventually down the line, they released the second colorway, which is, I think, the white colorway of it as well. But they were in these very small, usually in-store releases or very small online releases of these Converse. And now, according to this Hypebeast article that we're going to be, covering to cover all the release details, all the images and everything like that, according to this article, we are now getting a more general release later on in September, which is kind of crazy because these Converse Chuck 70s, they were initially debuted all the way back in February, early this year. So it's really crazy to think they're finally getting released in September. So yeah, it looks like, according to this article, we're getting a release of them in September, and that's what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be covering the general release of these Chuck 70 lows that Moncler, Fragment Designs, and Converse are all coming together to collaborate on. And that's about it. We're just going to be covering those today. Now, if you guys want me to cover upcoming Moncler releases, upcoming Fragment Design collaborations, and upcoming Converse releases, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, a comment in the comment section down below, and a subscribe to the channel, as we are trying to aim for our 4th milestone of 2,600 subscribers by the end of August. It told me that 28% of my audience is not subscribed to the channel, so I'm looking at all of you guys out there, you unsubscribed fellas. Subscribe today so we can hit the milestone of 2,600 subs before the month ends. But let's push on. So let's head on over to this Hypebeast article that I have prepared for us today so we can cover all the release details, all the official images, and my thoughts and opinions on the upcoming release of the Moncler Fragment Design Converse Chuck 70 lows. And here is the article with a bit of a hard photo to see what's going on. Luckily, we have 10 photos of the actual shoe by itself in a nice little photo shoot there, so we can cover it there. Now, hopefully this release will cover if we're getting both colorways or if it's just a black colorway that is releasing in September, if we're just getting that one there. So we'll dive into what the article has to say and we'll see what it is. I'm assuming it's just going to be the black colorway, but we'll see. We could be proven wrong. So, official look at the Moncler Fragment Design x Converse Chuck 70OX. Two crisp tuxedo-esque styles loaded with the special branding. It says two crisp ones, so could be the second colorway as well. After months of sneak peeks, Moncler, Fragment Design, and Converse have officially revealed a duo of Chuck 70OX collaborations. First teased by both Moncler and Fragment Design founder 7 Moncler head Hiroshi Fujiwara all the way back in February. The co-created styles feature elegant tuxedo-like black and white, white and black colorways, both of which are loaded with signature details. It sounds like both of them there, so it looks like we're getting both released. Each low-cut Chuck 70 uses a single color canvas upper, with the black pair offering white contrasting stitching, while the white pair offers while the white pair keeps things tonal. I thought it was going to say the white thing does the reverse and does it in black. Heel tabs add Moncler and Fragment Design signature motifs, while Fragment's recognizable tooling code details grace each shoe's extra thick black boxing on lateral and medial sides alike. Traditional heel badges are spruced up with the duo of Fragment kits, and even two-tone insoles nod to both of the collaborative parties with a veritable laundry list of text graphics. White midsoles with black piping shiny silver eyelets and classic brown gum outsoles finalize each style. The Moncler Fragment Design Converse Chuck 70 Ox Black White and White Black are both set to release via the Converse web store on September 3rd, and each is priced at $135 USD. Ooh, that's a tad pricey for some low top Converse. When was the last time you guys paid $135 USD for some low top Converse, man? Jesus. My God, it's like whenever Chrome Hearts touches something, it instantly like increases in value or increases in retail price by like 1,000%. This is not as bad as Chrome Hearts, but it's the same type of vibe. It's like as soon as Fragment Designs or as soon as Moncler touches it, zhoosh, 135 USD. My God. 55 USD is what I'm paying for Converse. 135, Jesus. Well, if you like Moncler, if you're a fan of Fragment Designs, then you can pick it up. I mean, all in all, 135 USD isn't too bad for a pair of sneakers, but it's just like, you compare a normal pair of Converse to this pair of Converse, it's double the price plus extra. It's 200% of the normal retail price, or even a little bit more than 200%. So, whew. They asking a lot. Well, we've only got 2 images here, so we'll just quickly click through. We get a little showcase of the white colorway and a better look at the black colorway there. This photo shoot isn't the best to cover it. So what we'll do now that we know the retail price, which is 135 USD, the retail drop time, which is September 3rd on the Converse web store, we'll now cover the official images, the 10 images that we have of the 2 colorways here. Now, I'm just really happy that we get official images of this actual shoe here, because I remember back in February, those 2 images at the top, that's basically all I had to cover the release back in February. So even though it's now August now and these are releasing in September, I'm just happy we have some official images and some nice, a nice look at the actual Moncler Fragment Design Converse lows. I mean, these are sick. I mean, there's not much that has changed from a normal Chuck 70 low. The lacing colors have changed a little bit. The stitching is basically the same on the upper. The stripe, just where the midsole connects with the upper, is a lot thicker. You can see that. You can see a bunch of text being, a bunch of Moncler code being printed on the side of it, with Fragment Design being printed on the side of it. It looks like the midsole might be a little bit thicker, but that just might be a, me misinterpreting that, because the stripe that connects the upper with the midsole is quite thick, so it does make the midsole look really, really thick there. I will keep going onwards. There we go. We've got another shot of the other side there. Another shot there of it. The toe cap looks really, really small compared to normal Chuck 70 Converse because of this really thick stripe there. It actually looks kind of nice. It does make it look really different from a normal pair of Chuck 70s. I mean, side on, we'll just go back to side on. They look basically the same, right? Like, they just look like a normal pair of Chuck 70s. But when you actually get that, like, up top look, you can see that because of how small the toe box is, because of how thick the outsole is, it does differ itself quite a bit from a normal Chuck 70. There's also no branding on the tongue there. The only branding comes on the back with Hiroshi Fujiwara's Fragment Design logo there, Chuck 70, and then Fragment All-Star. I like that. You got the Fragment All-Stars. We got the Moncler logo on the back there, and then the Fragment Design logo on the back there as well. It looks like maybe potentially a branded tag on the inside. We can't really see because for some reason the lighting is really bad on the photo and we can't see inside of it. I will keep pushing onwards. Here is the white version, essentially the same as the black, but just done with a white upper with white laces here. Same sort of vibe. We've got the really small toe cap here with the huge thick, I think because the upper is white, it really accentuates this huge stripe that we have, this huge line that we have going around connecting the midsole with the upper here. You can really see it on the white pair. Oh, okay, here we go. Awesome. The lighting's a lot better on this photo. We have Chuck 70. It looks like player's name. So what it does is it has a little Converse tag in the middle of in the inside of it, on the inside tongue, to reference the fact that Converse used to be basketball shoes, and it has player's name written on it. So you can grab like I'll just grab a pen real quick, just a pen real quick, open up the the tongue of this shoe and write the player's name, because you're a basketball player, and you can write your name in it. That's actually kind of cool. That's kind of a cool concept there. It's a real throwback to the roots of Converse. I kind of like that. That's kind of nice. We have the co-branding on the back as well. We've got the Fragment Designs logo and the Moncler logo there, as well as the Chuck Taylor logo on the back with the Fragment logos there as well. They're really simple, really nice. Okay, cool. We've got a really zoomed up photo of both of them now. It's kind of interesting that the white pair doesn't have black contrasting stitching on it. It only has white stitching, while the black pair has white stitching on it to give it the contrast. Very interesting choice there. We've got a photo of the insoles, Moncler / Fragment, Design G Studio, Stendhal, Milano, Converse with the Converse logo there, and all three brand logos there. So you got the Moncler logo, the Fragment logo, and the Converse logo there. That's kind of crazy on those insoles there. I hope that the insoles are the same on both pairs, but that's it. That rounds up all the official images there. Out of the two colorways, I mean, I have a little bit of a bias for the black pairs. I mean, where are they? Chuck 70s. Chuck 70s are literally like one of my all-time favorite shoes. I mean, these are pretty damn beat, but they're a classic. They're an absolute classic. So little collaborations like this, where they change up some of the details, I really like them. I think the subtle little change in details is all I need for my Chuck 70 collaborations. I don't need more than that. I really like, for an example, this collaboration, the Fear of God ones, and there was another one that I just looked at recently that I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, the Made in Japan ones. There's these Japanese exclusive Converse Chuck 70 lows. They're awesome as well. I really like them, and they're all just subtle little changes in the Chuck 70s. They're not like huge drastic ones. So I like this type of collaboration. Favorite colorway for me is going to be the black. I just don't wear white Converse, and white canvas shoes, ooh, that makes me uncomfortable. That makes me think that if as soon as a dirty drop of water lands on it, it's gonna be stained forever, man. So yeah, I feel a little bit uncomfortable going with the white. The white colorway though, super clean. If you buy it, honestly, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. Keep it as clean as possible. But for me, with someone who gets their shoes dirty quite often, I think I'd go with the black pair, to be honest. But a really solid collaboration. I'm really happy to see that they're getting a general release this September 3rd. How do you guys feel about it? Do you like these Moncler Fragment Design Converse? Are you going to pick them up? Are you not going to pick them up? How do you feel about it? Do you think the price tag is just too high for what you actually get? Do you think there's not enough here to justify 135 USD? Or are you like, you know what? It's Fragment Designs, it's Moncler. I totally understand why it's so expensive. Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions on the Moncler Fragment Design Converse Chuck 70 lows on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or if you can't be bothered clicking on those socials in the description section, scroll on down and let me know in that comment section below. And that's it, guys. That was all the official images. That was all the release details. 135 USD, September 3rd, Converse's web store. I would also just check, on top of Converse's web store, potentially Moncler's web store as well, because a lot of these collaborations, whenever they release, they also release on the individual brand's web store. So for an example, a lot of people pick up the Doc Martens 1460 remaster program, which we still need to cover the Needles collaboration for that one. A lot of people just go straight to the Doc Martens store. The Doc Martens collaborations also release on the brands that they're collaborating with stores as well. So I feel like this is going to be the same scenario. It could potentially get a release on the Moncler store. So just have a look on the Moncler web store, maybe go check out your local Moncler physical store and ask someone there, are they getting these Converse in? Because you might be able to pick them up a lot easier from those stores than the Converse store, because the Converse store might actually get botted. There might be a lot of people that buy these purely just for resale value or something like that. But yeah, it was an awesome little collaboration. Not too many details would change. It was a very subtle change, but the added extra thick stripe where the midsole and the upper connects really does change the overall shape of the shoe. I know the photos may not show it too well, but on feet, it's going to look drastically different, especially if you have someone who's wearing the normal Chuck 70s next to them. They're going to look like quite different shoes there. Very recognizably the Chuck 70 low, but they're still going to look quite different. I think it differentiates itself enough to say that it's a unique collaboration. 135 USD though. I mean, I'd pick it up for that price at retail, but if someone was trying to sell these to me for resale, I'd be like, come on, man. I'm not, you reselling me Converse, bro? Whack. They won't release them in my size, in the size 16 or 17, so Moncler and Hiroshi Fujiwara letting me down. I would buy them. I'd buy them. I love Converse Chuck 70s, and I love wearing them, so I would wear something like this. So, you know what? Moncler, Fragment Designs, call me. Hook me up. I'll do it. I'll wear a size 16 pair. Awesome collaboration though. I want to hear all your thoughts and opinions on it though, guys. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Are you going to pick them up? Do you really feel it or you're not feeling it? Are you just going to keep buying your $55 Chuck 70 lows and stick with that? That's totally fair. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know everything you got to say about it down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming, Converse releases, upcoming Converse collaborations, or upcoming Fragment Design collaborations, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, a comment in the comment section down below, letting me know that you want me to cover more of those releases, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit our 4th milestone this month before it ends. We've only got a couple days, guys. We want to hit 2,600 subscribers on the channel. We're so close. I always say it, if you tell 2 mates and then they tell 2 mates and we spread it like the plague, we can hit that milestone before the month ends. I feel like we can do it, guys. So tell 2 mates and hopefully we can hit 2,600 subscribers before the end of August. But that's everything I've really got to say about the Moncler Fragment Design Converse Chuck 70 lows that are releasing on September 3rd for $135 US. So until the next Converse video, until the next Moncler Fragment Design Converse release, because they might do a high top version, until the next Fragment Design collaboration in general, guys, I'll catch you later.